Thomas the Train, Wooden Railway, Diesels, and Trucks.
Airy took Rickety back to the yard. "Rickety," said Scruffy, you're back. I can't believe you weren't scrapped."
"I can't believe I wasn't either," said Rickety. "It was just a plan to get Donald and Douglas to the scrap yards, but that's okay, 'cause just think how many times they've pushed us around."
"Wow," said Scruffy. We were so worried." I'll be going now," said Airy. "Hold on," said Scruffy. "I hear, rumor has it, that you guys are forming an alliance against the steam engines. Am I correct?" "Well, not all of us Diesels," said Airy. "Only a few of us, and we'd like to help," said Scruffy. "What?" said Airy. "You heard him," said Fred. "We'd like to help."
"Yeah," said Rickety. "It was a pretty good plan to get Donald and Douglas there, and just think how much we could help. We could bump engines off the tracks, and then you guys can take them to the scrap yards. How do you like that?"
"Well, I guess that would be all right," said Airy. "Yeah, how about this? I heard later today, that Henry is going to be coming back, and he's going to be taking a goods train with some of you freight cars to the quarry. How's that sound?" "Okay," said Fred. "And what else?" "Well, Scruff will be here in a few minutes to get the train and take you to Nafford Station, to where Henry's picking it up. Then, when you see George off the side of the road, you bump Henry off, all right?"
"Sounds like a great plan," said Rickety. "Scruffy, what do you say?"
Let's do it," said Scruffy. "Sounds like a good idea. So George will be our signal?" "Yes," said Airy.
And then Airy puffed away.
A few minutes later, Fergus came to get the train. All the freight cars were looking at each other, and they were so excited to do this plan, except for Hector. He knew it was the wrong thing to do, and he wanted to stop it. "Oh, take me," said Hector.
"I'm sorry," said Fergus. "I can't, because you're going to be for a log car in a few hours. You're the only freight car that can hold the length of the logs that we need. I'll take you later, in case you're not back in time. I'll take you two, and you two."
And then Fergus puffed away to Nafford Station for Henry's train. At Nafford Station, Henry was waiting for his train, and he was sitting with Boko. Excuse me, Henry," said Boko. "Have you by any chance seen the two quarry twins, Bill and Ben? They've been gone all day and some of the day yesterday, and I've been looking everywhere for them, and I can't find them." "I'm sorry," said Henry. "I'm afraid I haven't. I'm waiting for a train here, but if I see them, I'll tell you." "Thank you," said Boko. Just then, behind Henry, Fergus coupled the train up to Henry.
"There you go, Henry," said Fergus.
"Thank you," said Henry. Fergus puffed away. "Well, I'll be off," said Henry. Henry then slowly puffed out of the station with his long freight train. George the steamroller was in the position for the plan to work. He just needed to wait for Henry to crash right into the intersection signal. Just then Henry was coming down the clock tower hill and crashed right into the stop. "Hooray!" said all the trucks. "Hooray! We did it," they said. "Oh, we can't believe it," said Scruffy.
"I can't either," said Rickety.
"Ha ha," said George. "We've finally caught you." "What's going on?" said Henry. Henry was very confused. He knew the trucks would probably try to pull something, since they had Scruffy leading the train, but he was more shocked at the fact that the signal was stopped. "Huh," said Henry. "Surely the person who in there that building had to know that I was coming through, said Henry. Why didn't they hit stop, he thought. D-199 came with the breakdown train and first got the trucks out of the way, and then Henry got up. Oh, thank you so much, said Henry. You really saved me there, D-199. You are a very useful diesel. Yes, I know, said D-199. Now, before you go to your next train, I think you need to come with me for a minute. What? Said Henry. What's going on? Just then, however, a green diesel came behind Henry and bumped into him. He was cornered by D-199, the breakdown train, and the diesel. Who are you? Said Henry. D-199, do you know this green diesel? Is he new? Oh, yes, I know him, said D-199. Take him to the scrap yards, the diesel. Yes, sir, said the diesel. And he puffed away to the scrap yards. At the scrap yards later that night, Diesel had a meeting. Attention, attention, said Diesel. It turns out that the troublesome trucks have now joined our alliance. All the steam engines, diesels, and road vehicles in the alliance were all excited. Yes, now, there's some bigger news going on. We now know that one of our bosses is on the railway, and two of you might know him very well. Just then, out of the cab of D-199, a man with a conductor's uniform came out. Duncan and Smudger looked at each other. It was the man that's house was his relative that they crashed in a few days ago. Yes, I know those two steam engines very well over there. They crashed into, well, so I say, my relative's house. They aren't really my relatives. I just had an excuse, and I was living in there for the past couple days that I was on Sodor, and that stupid Sir Topham Hatt came by, and saying his name, it makes me so upset. Yes, that's all right, boss, said Diesel. Yes, he said. Now, there is phase 2, getting me on the railway. Now we just need all of our bosses on the railway, and that should happen in a few days.